Um, actually, this is just a ripoff of Scratch, and you should be ashamed that you're making a tutorial on.
I will send you to Jesus.
Okay, so not many tutorials are made on Tynker, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna make a Tynker tutorial with my boy, Bob Lee Red Boy. Named him that because I was bored. Alright, first of all, you need two variables, y speed and x speed. You can name them whatever you want, but I recommend y speed and x speed, just so that you don't confuse them with something else. Also, yes, I'm already aware that your Gen Z attention span is already dwindling, and is getting ready to click off this video, and I'm very sorry about that. Okay, let's explain what's going on here. So change y by y speed. This is basically just going to make it so that our y position is going to be changed by the variable. Nothing too fancy. And this other line of code is just to make sure that if we're touching the floor, we don't fall through it. Here is a system so that if we're going down, we actually fall faster than we ascend. For now, we just tap the player to jump. The jump's a little janky right now, so we're going to adjust that. But with a bit of like tinkering around, as the app is called, you should be able to get a desirable jump system. I really recommend you just play around with the values on your own, as this will definitely be very useful because depending on the type of game you're making, you're going to want to have these be kind of unique to your project. Anyways, time to make a button. Perfection. Now just a simple, when the button's clicked, broadcast a jump, and when receive jump, it will jump, but oh no, we can moon jump. Well, that's fine, we just gotta check for touching the ground, and then, like, if we're not touching the ground, then don't jump. That's simple. And now we can no longer moon jump. Well, this is exactly how you do on Scratch. You've shown us nothing so far. All of us Scratch professionals are on Start Forever, if nerd touching grass, create clone of maidens. Actually, there is no exactly.
No way, bro. They added the walking update.
Basically, all we do is add a repeat while block to these buttons, and basically, while touchdown is still active, it'll continue broadcasting, which means we will continue walking. So basically, while this is touched down, it's going to basically act like a forever until you release, which is pretty neat, because that means we don't have to press the button 6 billion times just to move 1 pixel. Like, seriously, that infuriates me with so many of these Tynker games. But luckily, now you know how to not do that. And now the Tynker community is a better place. You're welcome. Anyways, for the X speed, we just change it by small increments so that we have momentum. I know there's going to be no reverb in the editing. Okay, well, basically we just do this, and whoa! I don't think that's meant to happen. Okay, let's just add a cap to that. This should be easy. There'll be no issues. Absolutely no issues at all. And there wasn't. Surprisingly, it all worked. But you know what didn't work? You know what was an absolute pain in the butt to add? That's right. It's called slow down over time. Because I'm an idiot. And I made it equal to the force that is when we're walking, and our character moved like a stone that developed little pieces of bread for legs. And if you can imagine the sturdiness of bread, it wasn't very effective. Just a little bit of internal screaming later, it was working. So now we are ready to add the scrolling. Now, of course, you don't need to make it exactly like this, but this is the method I like to use. So basically, like, I prefer to set it to about 300, but you can do any value depending on how strict you want your screen scrolling to be. Basically, whenever our player reaches a certain X position, it's going to make a broadcast for the floor to move. Later on, we're going to make it so the player moves backwards a bit to kind of counteract the force of the player moving forwards or backwards, which is going to be equal to our variable for X speed multiplied by -1, just to save you the hassle of watching more footage. And would you look at that? That is a completely finished side-scroller. Amazing! We have the side-scrolling in. But let's add some geometry, because this looks a little boring. And there it is. Some platforms. Oh, how okay, ignore that, and, what? What is going on? No, I'm done, nope, saving this for another time, nope. Why is it always when everything's going well?